Hi everyone, it's Taviana speaking. So we will start again with our third round of presentations this afternoon in 1 minute. So stay connected and I will give the floor to Telespazio.
I'm Axel Pommiès, so the head of the navigation downstream department at Telespazio France. So Telespazio France is the French subsidiary of the Telespazio Group, which is a joint venture between two big industrial, so Leonardo in Italy and Thales in France. We provide satellite-based application and services in all space domain, meaning geoinformation, satellite telecommunication, and also navigation. In this presentation, I'm going to focus on the Telespazio France activity in public safety. So this is those activities are led by my department, and for your information, we are located in Toulouse, in an innovation center of innovation. So over the past year, together with EENA and also European institution, we have supported the development of innovative solutions for public safety. Some examples, so we support the deployment of AML in Europe. We also support the development of a system for monitoring the health of workers, including an emergency communication functionality based on PMEA standards. On PMEA standards. And we also support the definition and the development of a proof of concept of a public warning system based on the Galileo, the European Global Navigation Satellite System. We are also involved in search and rescue activities. We are involved in the operation of the COSPAS-ARSAT program and also the search and rescue service from Galileo. So in the following slide, I'm going to focus on a few key projects we led over the past year on those topics. So the first projects are the HELP 112 series. So we led two projects funded by the European Commission between 2015 and 2020. Those two projects, HELP 112 and HELP 1122, their objective was to assess, demonstrate, and deploy emergency caller and derived location. So the first project was to assess the best solution to send and set location when a citizen call 112. And so we figure out at the end of this first project that HIMEL was the most efficient solution. And during this first project, we performed some pilots in UK, Italy, Austria, and Lithuania. And in the second project, N1122, we coordinate the deployment of AML in 7 countries, so Sweden, Portugal, Croatia, Germany, France, Denmark, and Hungary. So yes, that's all for those projects. Then I'm going to give a brief overview of the GRALE project, also a project funded by the European Commission. This one was to define, design, and demonstrate a global emergency warning service using Galileo. So on the slide, you can see some picture illustrating these services. On the left-hand side, you can see different areas. that are defined and in which the user will receive the alert message. Yes, the alert message. If the user is outside this area, he does not receive any message. So this allows really accurate geo-targeting to send the alerts. What can I tell you on this also? So this service does not exist yet, but the European Commission wants to implement it in Galileo. So it should be done by 2023. Some specificities. So it is available on smartphone. It can work without GSM network or Wi-Fi, as it is based on satellite navigation satellites. And this is a system with a very low latency. And of course, we made it compatible with common alerting protocol. So in this project, we also defined the overall system. We made an impressive work, I would say. We were not alone. We were also with some partner you can see on the slide. And at the very end, we also led successful demonstration in different areas, and more especially in Australia, we did demonstration with real satellites and alert messages coming from real satellites. The last project I will introduce is the Working Age project. So there is several partners in this project. We didn't put all the logo, but one of them is EENA, of course. So this project aims at designing and deploying an health monitoring system for aged people at work. We are in Telespazio are involved in the emergency call functionality of this system. So we developed we developed an emergency app based on the PMES standards, and the idea is to give the opportunity to the worker to call 112 through his Working Age application, and also in case the system detect something. That the worker is at risk, he can call and can trigger alone a 112 call. Yes, I think, that's all what we would like to say today. I don't know if I'm on schedule.
Thanks a lot, Axel. Actually, we are on time, but we still have 1 minute or two if there is any questions from the audience.
Okay.
Feel free to ask. Until now, I don't see any, but you see the contact details from Axel on the slide. It will also
There
be...
is a question.
Yes, it just arrived. Perfect. So I will read the questions. Axel, do you provide software for the PSAP to visualize AML?
No. Right now we are not involved in that. No.
Okay. Thanks for the answer. If there is any other questions, feel free to ask. There is still time for one at least. Otherwise, don't hesitate to contact Axel after this event. All their informations are on their slides.
So our key expertise are on space, of course, and on navigation system like Galileo, GPS, etc. So just would like to add that to make clear. We are not directly involved in PSAP. We are just making the best use of space to save lives.
Okay, and it's already great, Axel. So thanks a lot for this presentation. We will now move to the next presenter, which is Michele Biolè from the company Regola. The floor is yours. You can start, Michele.
Okay, here we are. Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be with you, even if we are very far away. I'm Michele Biolè. I'm working for Regola, as already said. And just 2 words about Regola. We are a company born in Italy. We deliver cloud and on-premise software for EMS, police, fire, and civil defense control rooms, and also for multi-agencies, single emergency number scenario. We are currently promoting our hybrid incident management approach, designed to relieve our customer from the technology details to let them focus on their work, save life. Our aim is to support both end customer and partner. We do the hardest part. We made the technology research, the development of software solution. We guarantee service desk and customer care, and we provide consulting if needed in police, fire, medical, and disaster management domain. All this following national and international regulation, of course. This is to guarantee quality to our customers and partners. Regola has over 20 years of experience, but only in recent years we have been present on the international market. I have to say with good success. Thanks above all to our partners who have chosen us for our technical solution and experience. At this moment, we are fully engaged in the international market. Our software guarantees the safety of over 80 million people, not to mention the flow of people between those territories, which is why all our solutions are multi-languages natively. As you can see from the slide, you will find our technology almost everywhere, in the control room, in mass alerting system, COVID health hotline, light dispatch solution, and so on. The success is based on three very important pillars for us. Caring for local partners, quality of our products, and our technology. We work closely with our partners, supporting them in every phase of the project, from concepting to startup, by sharing our experience and technology, often providing the service directly. We also guarantee very high production standards. We develop the software internally, and we made rigid test cycles to guarantee their quality. We invest heavily in ergonomics, and we want that our software be very easy to use. Also for reduction training session and speed up startup times. Last but not least, we invest heavily in the technological research. We always want to be at the top from this point of view. Our hybrid philosophy is at the moment the most versatile approach to incident and emergencies management. Our technology releases our partner and customer from choosing between software as services, cloud, or on-premise licenses models. In this way, you can adapt just what you really need when you exactly need it. This hybrid approach allows us to provide our partner and customers with a variety of modules. These modules can be used individually, because we are very good at integration between different technology, or work together, creating complete suite of product for the management of a specific need. Here you can see a lot of examples, such mass alerting and public alerting solution, control room, COVID health responder center, risk management, and so on. So, with this, I have concluded. Just to say to you that we are also on social network. We have 2 channels on English, on Facebook and LinkedIn. And if you want to contact us or write directly to me, you can find here my email. Thank you for your attention.
Grazie, Michele. So you still have 2 minutes left. So I give the floor to the audience. If you have any questions to Michele, please feel free to ask now, or you can still contact the company after this event. All contact details are displayed on the slides. Or if you want to add anything, Michele, you still have 1 minute left. Otherwise, we will move to the next presenter. So for now, I don't see any questions. Michele, so if you, we can see you. Hi, good to see you. Yes. Okay, so if the presentation was clear and there is no questions, Michele, I thank you for speaking today and being with us today. So, and we will move to the next presenting company, which is Carmenta. So I will give the floor to Jonas Reinfeldt. We can see your presentation in full screen, so the floor is yours. You can start.
Great, thank you. My name is Jonas Reinfeldt, and I work with product management here at Carmenta Public Safety in Sweden. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me, and I will try to answer them after the presentation. So, our background. Ericsson, the Swedish communications company, used to have a public safety dispatch system they called CoordCom, which had integrated communication support and a lot of other good stuff. Meanwhile, the map visualization experts at Carmenta had a public safety map system which integrated with CoordCom. In 2013, the Ericsson department developing CoordCom joined Carmenta with software, the staff, the communication lab hardware, etc. And we created a new company, we call it Carmenta Public Safety, as a part of the Carmenta group. So CoordCom now has over 30 years of continuous development. We provide a fully integrated emergency dispatch system. We have call taking with fully integrated communications like telephony, we have digital radio, voice recordings, SMS, email, etc. We have case management, resource management and dispatching, maps and geographical information, and it's all fully integrated into one system. This system, I would say, is stable enough to handle nationwide implementations and flexible enough to be used for local or regional use. We have customers with only one operator, and we have customers with 700 operators in the same system. We have geographically separated control rooms, but they can still collaborate on the same incident. We have separated system sites like servers that give reliable redundancy. And if you use what we call continuous operations, which is a feature where all these systems run duplicated and in parallel, which will give an outstanding uptime where you can do upgrades and maintenance on your live system while your operators are working as usual. Flags on the right of the screen is just showing some of our implementations across Europe. We have multi-organizational capabilities. This system is very flexible. We can configure it to use for multiple organizations at the same time. So if these organizations like police, ambulance, dispatch, fire departments, etc., when they collaborate, we keep the private information private, but sharing important information to all involved in the organization. And what information that should be private and what should be shared, that is configured together with the customers for each site. So what we call CoordCom is our core system. This is used in emergency dispatch control rooms, both national and regional systems. We have elevated call distribution which can be used to let different call centers help each other when other call centers are too busy. We have automatic resource proposals to find the closest available resource, like ambulances, with the correct equipment to assign to a case. We have automatic duplicate detection, helping you avoid to create duplicate cases if many people call about the same incident. And we have a very configurable interview support with questions and answers and plans that will help you classify your cases, or you can use your own medical decision system. We have case, sound, and resource playback features, which can help you evaluate your actions afterwards. And the whole system is very configurable. So the system, including the user interface, can be changed to suit your own workflow. You can change how it looks, how it feels, and how it works. What we call ResQMap is a system built on Carmenta Geospatial's map engine. And this supports almost all conceivable map formats, including 2D, 3D, and even geotagged streaming video directly on the map. If you can find the data, I would say that we will be able to visualize it for you. This system has dynamic routing, where you can add or draw road restrictions in real time on the map, and the routing in the ambulances and in the dispatch systems will adapt to those restrictions. We have integrated address search and reverse geocoding, which will help you find what you're looking for. We have, of course, advanced positioning support like AML, MLP, eCall, which can quickly position incidents and show it on the map. And we have smart overlays that can show you map layers like heart starters, fire posts, hazardous areas, etc. Of course, seeing the right information at the right time, of course, is very important. This is business. And this ResQMap system is seamlessly integrated with CoordCom since many, many years. We also have web clients. We can customize web clients for our customers. The web clients can be used to access incident information outside the dispatch control center, giving important overview information in real time. They can also be used for actually doing dispatching, creating or updating cases, etc., and even to administrate the system from outside. This is connected to CoordCom backend, so it gives you a very flexible and lightweight access to your control room data when you're in the field or at home or outside. We have something also we call ResQMobile. This is our vehicle client, which can be used in any vehicles in your operations. It can either be used totally standalone, then it communicates like with digital radio, etc. But if you use it together with CoordCom, you get some additional advantages, like sharing the same map backgrounds with control room operators. You can use regular maps or aerial photos. And this we have seen improve collaborations greatly when everyone has the same map view. You can also take photos and video and share it with both other vehicles and with the control room. You can even draw roadblocks or forward control points, etc., directly on the map in the application, and it will be visible for all units involved in the case and also in the control center. And we also have some smart features like automatic status updates and geofencing, which let your staff focus on what is important. Because when you are cooperating on emergency incidents, sharing the same view, we think is very important. Having what we call a common operational picture shared by everyone involved is something that we work very hard to achieve. That's why it's so very important for us, regardless if you're using our desktop applications in the control room or if you use web applications or the vehicle client. We want you to have the best possible information and the same information as everyone else to make correct decisions. We call it every second counts. We work a lot with partners for most of our customers. We have system integrators and also technological partners. Different customer solutions, of course, requires different kind of partnerships. We are always looking for new partners to improve solutions or offerings. So thank you very much, and please get in touch with us. You can email me or go to our webpage, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me.
Now we will end up this second round of presentation with Sebastian Stepfer from International Public Safety. So I will give the floor to Sebastian in a second. Perfect. So Sebastian, we see everything in full screen, which is very good. Can you speak?
Yes, hello all.
Hello. Hi, welcome.
Welcome, Sebastian Stepfer from International Public Safety. I want to introduce you today to moPS, Mobile Services for Public Safety. Mobile Services for Public Safety is our, normally at International Public Safety, we do business and technology consulting, but with moPS, we also do software products, and what we do is mobile apps specifically for the public safety and security domain. So why mobile apps? So basically because there are millions of mobile apps out there, and today a large portion of the software development efforts around the world are focused on mobile apps. And if you think about that, even if today still the most important piece of mobile equipment in public safety and security are handheld radios, nevertheless, most public safety officers out there today already carry a smartphone or even a tablet with them. And these are typically either agency-provided devices or maybe personal devices. And basically, compared to a Tetra radio, a smartphone is simply something more closer to a supercomputer. And so you have all these devices out there, and now it's the question about how to use these devices to the benefits of the public safety domain. And also the technology around these devices has evolved a lot. So this means that you can develop pretty fast applications, and you can also deploy these applications relatively easy to such devices, and basically independent from the amount of devices out there, because the ecosystem of the large companies, Apple, Microsoft, and Google, they are made for billions of devices out there. And so also the public safety devices can be easily, let me say, managed in this environment. So basically the idea is provide domain-specific apps for public safety using COD smartphones, tablets, or notebooks. And so we have prepared a little video how this can look like. So this is any smartphone. We start up a moPS app or the moPS engine. We log on. We get a selection of possible moPS apps over there. So you see alarm, you see center. we select moPS objects. moPS objects is a very simple, straightforward app allowing you to manage and to provide information about points of interest for public safety. Here you see different forms where you can collect all sorts of data around points of interest. Obviously, public safety needs very specific information to collect to help, for example, police officers out there. Now we change to the map. All these devices provide very powerful map capabilities. Here you see the location just selected and locations close by. And now we change to the satellite map because obviously also on all these devices you have typically satellite maps available. So a pretty simple app, but it shows a pretty powerful tool. So the question is, what are the business cases for mobile apps in public safety? So this was obviously the business cases about public safety POIs. And public safety POIs can be pretty important if you think about a workflow in a fire brigade, which must enter, for example, a building and needs to have very specific information about how this building needs to be entered in special circumstances. With these mobile apps, we can provide this information to the officers in the field, and they can carry this information with them to have this information available at any time they need this information in a critical situation. Obviously, these devices can also be used for all sorts of collaboration and communication, especially with resources which are working on a mission. And of course, still radios are used for voice communication, and that's okay and that's good. But the way of communicating today has changed a lot away from voice communication more to text and data. And these devices obviously provide a very good platform for text and data communication. And if you let me say, think it till the end, you could even imagine to have something like a very small, lean, complete control room ecosystem with, let me say, an app running on the Windows notebook as a native Windows 10 app, and some apps for officers in the field, and have a complete distributed control room ecosystem for lean, small control rooms using mobile apps. So what do we mean with single-purpose apps? We believe single-purpose apps are the key to provide successfully apps to the public safety community. We all know the classic control room large applications, like some of the speakers before have showed in this conference. These are applications made from experts for expert users, which are highly trained and continuously use such applications. So they have a large set of functionality, and this and the user uses this functionality along his use case. In the mobile world, you typically use very small apps, what we call single-purpose apps, which addresses exactly one specific workflow. And this specific workflow should then be very intuitive and easy to use, so that, let me say, in a mobile situation, which is different than to a situation in a room somewhere at the table, that you are guided to the process, and you can easily use the apps in mobile situations. You have seen already what we do with objects, which is a very simple, straightforward process and a very simple app to be used for this specific purpose. So, how to create such a portfolio of apps, or what is the portfolio of these apps? Okay, we from moPS, we create a set of productized apps for the areas of management of mobile points of interest in the public safety area. We call this objects. We also offer a suite of apps around CAD, around computer-aided dispatch. Let me say, mainly to be used as a front end to enterprise systems like from what you have seen before from Kappa or Regola or all the other speakers you have seen before. So as a mobile front end to enterprise applications. And then we do apps around incident command about large scale event handling, also mainly used as a front end to enterprise applications. This is a sort of this is a set of applications we do as products, but we also provide our framework to customers and also to other vendors in the industry to allowing them to use our technology to fast and efficient development applications and let these mobile apps be branded and adapted for their very specific needs. And this is the big benefit. If they use our framework, our technology, they get the same benefits we get from this technology. So you have the engine, basically our host application already in the app stores of Apple, Google, or Microsoft. You configure your mobile application. You make this application available through this host engine, and you immediately have an application which runs on all operating systems, supporting all form factors of all mobile devices already used in the industry. The app is made in a way that it can be used easily, of course, in a managed environment together with a mobile device management system, but it's also, let me say, security built into the engine so that the application can be used also with privately owned telephone, smartphones or tablets without breaking any security rules or creating any security problems.
Sebastian?
Yeah.
Yes,
just to...
Yes, you are speaking. It's so interesting. But we have one question. So if you don't mind, maybe we could, yes, I could ask you this question. And
of course.
Before continuing with the break, because otherwise we are running over time. Sorry for that. So the question is, do your mobile apps provide APIs to external systems?
Yes, we provide APIs on the engine, on the application level, but we also provide APIs to the background services which, let me say, drive the functionality for the apps.
Okay, thanks a lot, Sebastian, and sorry for interrupting you, but yes, the allocated time is over, so voila, it's now time for the break. Take some fresh air and stay connected for the third round of presenter. So you can see now what are the next presenters of the third round, and we can meet in 5-6 minutes, let's say. This way we stick to the initial time, and we will start to give another try to the presentation of Carmenta from Amir, and then we will follow the order that is presented on the slide. Thanks a lot.